Happy Wednesday. And for this week's Who Would Win, Corey Jackson asked the question, who would win in a fight? Rayman from the popular series Rayman versus Captain Buggy. Is it Buggy or Bungie? I think it's Buggy from One Piece. So with Rayman, I'm going to just get his wiki up here real quick again so I know can reference his abilities again. Let's see now. Rayman. There we go. Rayman, he's about age 12, and his species is knowing that Globox might find. Globox might be his blood. No, that's a character. Now, basically, Rayman, a really unique thing with Rayman is that he's got he's got appendages, he's got hands and feet, but he's got and a head, but he's got no like limbs attached. He's got no neck, he's got no arms, he's got no shoulder. Well, he might have shoulders, but he's got no arms, he's got no legs, which gives him a unique kind of advantage in a fight. Because he's got no actual limbs, he can extend his reach farther, so whoop, kind of punch harder. He can also throw some energy spheres at enemies, depending on what he powers. He got that in the second Rayman, apparently. Let's see here. All the known abilities is to use his hair as the glider. He's got power-ups. These are not only change his appearance, but give him specific moves depending on the power pick. There are 5 of these in total, known as Vortex, allowing to lower platforms and shrink enemies. Interesting. Heavy Metal Fist, powerful metal fist able to knock down big obstacles, which would be good in a hand-to-hand fight. Lockjaw grabs onto flying rings, similar to purple looms and electrocutes enemies. Alright. Shock Rocket, hand-guided rockets able to reach faraway targets, and Throttle Copter allows him to fly with his helicopter hair. However, these powers are only present in Rayman 3 and have not been mentioned in any other games to date. But for the sake of this fight, I'm certain anyone who's like, why didn't you include these? We'll include them. Rayman's hands are apparently sentient, so they can move on their own if they have to. He shows himself to be a proficient rider. He's capable of shrinking himself, I believe. Additionally, Rayman in Rayman 3, a being called Lips gave him the power to transform black lumps into red lumps. That means nothing in this fight. He is known to have a plugger gun. His trademark weapon in those games uses to take out large armies of rabbits on the on-rail shooter level. He often has to reload it. Rayman received the ability to be able to shrink through small spaces, so he can shrink himself and shrink others, so he can hold his breath a very long time as well. Captain Buggy is a pirate. I can't remember exactly what his the Buggy Brigade or something like that. Point being, he's a pirate in the World of One Piece, and he's not when compared like the ranks of pirates, like the Yonko I know are the top tier. Like in the world government falls right underneath them, and then you got the pirates that are like the third tier pirates, theoretically speaking, which are like Doflamingo and Blackbeard is actually a Yonko, Shanks is a Yonko, Kaido's a Yonko. There's 2 other ones, I think. Shanks, Blackbeard. Yeah, no, there's one other one that's that big boss, that big mom. So yeah, Doflamingo. So basically, it's tier wise. You got these guys. Buggy's not actually on the bottom, but he's if we're going on a scale of 1 to 10, and you got the 1, 2, you got the level tiers with 10 being the highest. Buggy probably falls around the 4, maybe 5. But Buggy's still a capable pirate. He's got unique cannonballs called Buggy bombs. Basically, they're explosive cannonballs. He also he's proficient with wielding knives and swords, but he's got pretty sizable durability and strength, and he's capable fighter. Because he ate devil fruit, though, he can't swim. He swings like a stone. And his devil fruit is his main real ability, which is the Barabaro no Mi, as I read earlier. Basically allows him to separate his body parts and let him move independently. He can still feel whatever they feel. But so basically, slicing attacks, piercing attacks, they won't work because he'll just break apart. It's nope, and I can still move independently. So someone tries to cut him up, he'll just move and just attack him with these flying pieces of himself. And because of that, he can attack, at distance, things along those lines. But he's also kind of incompetent to some degree. Like, he will let things escalate to the point where they shouldn't escalate. He tries to feign intelligence when he's not stupid, but not as intelligent as he is. And he kind of overlooks a lot of things. So in this fight, let's see, how would they break down? Honestly, let's just say Rayman, Buggy's become a villain on a level of Rayman. Let's say that's an easy way to go. So Rayman's like challenging it, is in his way, or Buggy's in his way. Buggy's like, ha ha, whatever. And Rayman is like, all right, fine, screw you, and then throws the first punch, and Buggy just breaks apart and nothing happens. So now it's a fight. Now immediately Rayman's like, what? So Buggy now comes in, Shing throws blades at Rayman, who's able to keep out of the way using metal fists, his energy blast, things along those lines. Tries to, fight him, but he just can't grab onto Buggy. Buggy's going to be more evasive, definitely, than Rayman is. No doubt about it. Because where Rayman doesn't have limbs, Buggy can basically have vacant spots between any of his bodies, basically. So any of his body parts. So unless you're going to use an explosive wide range attack, it's not going to really do anything against Buggy. But Buggy also is a little incompetent, so he's going to probably get full of himself at some points. Rayman has an advantage that he has just more overall abilities. And it will get to the point that he will just try to shrink Buggy down with his ability to shrink individuals. However, the problem that arises is that he could try to shrink Buggy, but if Buggy is already separated into multiple parts, he's not going to be able to shrink Buggy as a whole. He's only going to be able to shrink his individual parts for a little bit. So it's going to be Buggy's hands are going to come at him, and all of his other body parts are going to be scattered all over the place a little bit. Just the hand shrinks. So Buggy's immediately going to see parts of his body have shrunken down. It's like, what the hell? And then he just comes in, sort of throwing daggers at Rayman. Rayman's able to basically avoid him, but then Buggy comes in with his backhands him, and then suddenly just throws a Buggy bomb at him. Using a metal fist, grabs the Buggy bomb, holds it, explodes, and the Buggy bomb is strong enough to the Iron Fist is strong enough to break large boulders. So it's probably strong enough, durable enough that he could probably take a blast point blank. But remember, that's still his hand, so that's still gonna hurt, and maybe even cracks. And now he's holding his hand there, just grasping your hands in pain. How about a little pause for the Waco Kid? To quote a little Blazing Saddles there. And he's in pain, but so he throws in our energy blast, grabs onto one of Buggy's parts, and electrocutes it. And because Buggy can feel everything still through all his body parts, he still feels it. So the hand, even though the hand is separated, he still feels it, or whatever he grabs. He suddenly gets shot. He gets shocked down there, and then Rayman eventually grabs onto Buggy, the main parts of Buggy's body, and shrinks them down, and then just smashes them. And eventually, it will lead to the point where Buggy, even if Buggy wins, which I'm not saying he can't win, I'm just saying we're going the majority versus the minority. This is how this is playing out. Even if Buggy, in the scenarios where Buggy wins, he can't put himself back together properly. He's going to have a problem there, because it's going to be like, here, my arm right here shrunk down, but everything else is fine. So, oh god. So yeah, that's going to be odd. That's going to feel weird to deal with. But no, I actually see Buggy taking the loss on this one. The reason for that being is the fact that Rayman is just far more diverse. Hell, he lost, if I'm not mistaken, he did lose to Luffy. And Luffy is just, Luffy can use his abilities very, strategically and take advantage of them and, create techniques and all that stuff. But Luffy is just only has the main ability to make himself rubber. That's it. So, he lost to that guy. Rayman's got far more wide variety of techniques, plus the ability to just shrink individuals in general. And the fact that he, while not as evasive as Buggy, he's still quite evasive, just given the nature of his physiology and the fact that he can fly. So, I do think that that Rayman will take a win in this. It's not going to be a very heavy win though, because the difference between two of them is that Buggy does have like combat training as he is a pirate, and he is just probably the more durable and physically stronger of the two of them. But overall, yeah, I gotta go Rayman. I'm only gonna go 60-40 though on that. It's a pretty evened out fight, but I'm gonna go 60-40. So yeah, I give this one to Rayman. Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. I'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, superhero magic, what if anything I do in the channel. Put that in the comments below. Let me know. I'll get to it at some point. Ideas for who would win. So, if you like us to review something, put that in the comments below as well. We'll get to that at some point. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomb Raider is tomorrow. So thanks for watching.